Okay, so give me 2 minutes and I will explain to you what is a fraction. First of all, let's see what a whole number is. This is one bar of chocolate. It's a single bar of chocolate. It's a whole unit. It's 1. Now I will divide that into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 8 pieces. 8 pieces of chocolate. Now I don't want to eat the whole bar, so I will have 6 pieces of that. Okay, so I have 6 pieces I'm eating and I have 2 left. Now this is exactly what a fraction is. Now how is it written in math? It's written like this. On the top part here, 6 in this case, it's the numerator. Okay, and then I draw a line that is long enough just to be under the number, and then I have a number on the bottom that is called the denominator. Okay, numerator, denominator. The spelling is not that important, but it's good to know. Now, how do I tell what this fraction is equivalent to? I can simplify it. Both of these numbers is divisible by 2, so it can be 3 over 4, because if I divide 6 by 2 and 8 by 2, it will be 3 over 4. Now this is your go. I want you to tell me where is the numerator in this fraction and where is the denominator, and I want you to tell me if it can be simplified. Okay, so give me 2 minutes and I will explain to you mixed numbers. So a mixed number is a whole number and a fraction beside it. It's written like that. This is the whole number and this is the fraction. So how do I turn this into an improper or top-heavy fraction? Top-heavy fraction is where the numerator is bigger than the denominator. We explained it in a previous video. If you haven't watched it, watch it. So to turn this, we do this method. What is this method? We multiply the whole number by the denominator, so 2 times 3, and then we add whatever the numerator is, plus 2. So 2 times 3 is 6, 6 plus 2 is 8, and it's 8 over 3. Okay, so that's easy enough. I want to check that my answer is correct. How many 3s are there in 8? There are 2 3s in 8, and we have 2 left. So we did it correctly. Now I want you to have a go at this question. Give it a try. 1 and 2/5. Use the same method and see what you get. Hopefully you leave your answer in the comments or watch the next video to see if you got the correct answer. Thank you. So hopefully you had a chance to go through this question and turn this mixed number into an improper fraction. 1 and 2/5. We use the same method that we used in the example. 1 times 2 is 1 times 5. Add the numerator, add 2. So 1 times 5 is 5. 5 add 2 is 7, so it's 7 over 5. And we use the same check. How many 5s are there in 7? There's 1, and we have 2 left, so it's 1 and 2/5. Hopefully you got the same answer, and if you didn't and you still have a problem, please let me know in the comments. Maybe we can make a video about it. Thank you. Okay, so give me 2 minutes and I will explain to you what an improper or top-heavy fraction is. The top-heavy fraction is where the numerator, the number on the top, if you don't know what the numerator is, go and watch the video on fractions, the first video on fractions where we explain numerators and denominators. The numerator is more than the denominator. So we find out how many of the denominator, in this case 8, are there in the numerator, in this case 19. So there are 2 8s in the 19, and 2 times 8 is 16, so 19 take away 16, that gives me 3. So I put it here. That's what's left out of the 2 8s that I already have taken. 3, and I leave the denominator as it is, so it's 2 and 3 8s. If I want to check that my answer is correct, I look at the whole number. It's 2. It has 2 8s, so 16. 16 adds 3, That's 90. Now I want you to try the same method here and see what you will get from this top heavy fraction into a mixed number. Thank you. Okay, so hopefully you tried to turn this improper fraction or top heavy fraction into a mixed number. If you haven't, watch this video, and if you have, watch to check your answer. So I look at the numerator, it's bigger than the denominator, 20, bigger than 9. And I ask myself, how many 9s are there in 20? Oh, okay, there's 2 9. So I put 2 here. 2 times 9 is 18. 20 take away 18 is 2. So it's 2 and 2 over 9. And that is my answer as a mixed number from the top heavy fraction. If you didn't get that and you still have a problem, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. Okay, so give me 2 minutes and I will explain to you how to add fractions. If you don't know what a numerator and a denominator are, go back to the first video about fractions. We explain what these concepts are. But if you do, then let's carry on. So we have two fractions here, 6 over 8 and 2 over 4. They are two fractions that have different denominators, 8 and 4. So the first step would be to look at the bigger one, which is 8. Is it divisible by 4? Oh, yes it is. So what I will do is I will divide 8 by 4, I get 2. Now once I get 2, I will multiply both the numerator and the denominator of the fraction with the smaller denominator by 2. So I've got 4 over 8. We notice that now they have the same denominator and we can add them. So it's 10 over 8. If the question doesn't ask you to simplify the fraction, then you're done. But if it does, then what you need to do is look at that. Both of them is divisible by 2. So if you divide by 2, you'll get 5 over 4. 5 over 4 is a top heavy or improper fraction. You can turn it into a mixed number. If you are asked to give the answer in a mixed number format, it's 1 over 1 over 4. How did I get that? How many 4 then? 5, 1, and I have 1 left, so it's 1 over 4. Okay, now I want you to try this question and let me know the answer in the comments or watch the next video to find out the answer. Okay, so hopefully try to answer this question. 2 over 9 plus 1 over 3. Two fractions we're adding. We'll follow the same steps here. 9 is divisible by 3. We get 3. So we will multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 3. And we leave the bigger one as it is. 2 over 9 plus 3 over 9. That will give me 2 plus 3 is 5. And we leave the denominator as it is. So it's 5 over 9. And we are done. Can it be simplified? Well, no, because they are both not divisible by the same number. So it's 5 over 9. 5 is a prime number, so it's only divisible by itself. And that's your answer. Hopefully you got that. Thank you. Okay, so give me 2 minutes and I will explain to you how to subtract or take away fractions. So same fractions that we had in the addition video. 6 over 8 take away 2 over 4. When we are subtracting fractions, we also need to have the same denominator. So the way to get the same denominator, we look at the two denominators. We look at the bigger one and we try to divide it by the smaller one. Is 8 divisible by 4? Yes, it is. What is the result? It's 2. So we multiply both the numerator and the denominator of the smaller one by 2. Someone asked me, what if it's not divisible by the other? We will have another video about that, but it's the same process. 6 over 8 take away 4 over 8 is going to be 2 over 8. And you are done if the question doesn't ask you to simplify that. But if it does, so both of them is divisible by 2, so it's 1 over 4. So 6 over 8 take away 2 over 4 is a quarter. Now I want you to try this question here. and let me know the answer in the comments, or watch the next video to find out if your answer is correct. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to go through that question. 2/9, take away 1/3. We go through the same procedure that we did in the example. 2/9, take away 1/3. Is 9 divisible by 3? The denominators, yeah, it is. So we need to multiply the smaller one by 3. So 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 3 is 9. So now we have the same denominator, and we notice that the negative fraction is actually bigger than the positive fraction. So we're trying to take away 2 out of 3, and that introduces us to the negative fractions. So 2 take away 3 is actually -1. So -1/9. I can write it like that, or I can actually write it like that. Doesn't really matter, because this is a division process and it will still be a negative fraction. Hopefully you get that. If you didn't, just let me know what is the problem in the comments. Thank you. Okay, so give me 2 minutes and I will explain to you multiplying fractions. It's actually easier than adding and subtracting fractions once you get to know what you need to do. So we got two fractions here, 6/8 and 2/4. We have the two numerators. If you don't know what that means, watch the first video on fractions. 6 and 2. Those are the two numerators. And we have two denominators, 8 and 4. What we will do is we will multiply the numerator, this one, by the other numerator. 6 times 2 is 12. And we multiply the denominator, 8, by the other denominator, which is 4. 2 times 4 is 32. 12/32, that's our answer. We are done if the question doesn't ask you to simplify it. But if it does, we look, both of them are even numbers, so we divide by 2. So it's 6/16. Still, both of them are even numbers, so divisible by 2. So we divide by 2. So it's 3/8. And that is how you multiply fractions. Pretty easy, huh? So I want you to try this without a calculator, and let me know the answer in the comments, or watch the next video for the answer. Thank you. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to have a go at this question. 2/9 times 1/3. So what we will do is we will multiply the two numerators. 2 times 1 is 2, and we will multiply the two denominators. 9 times 3 is 27, and that is my answer, 2/27. Can it be simplified? Well, there is no common factor between them, so it's 2/7. Hopefully you've got that answer. Thank you. Okay, so give me 2 minutes and I will explain to you dividing fractions using a method that I call KCF. What is KCF? It stands for keep, change, and flip. Okay, keep, change, flip, KCF. We keep the first fraction, the one before the division, simple, so 6/8 stays the same, we keep it. We change the division into multiplication, and we flip the fraction after the division. So 2/4 becomes 4/2. This is called the reciprocal, and we will explain about that in a separate video. So 6/8 multiplied by 4/2. If you don't know how to multiply fractions, watch the previous video. But mainly we multiply the numerator by the numerator. 6 times 4 is 24. And then 8 times 2, 16. And we are done if the question doesn't ask you to simplify that. But if it does, we will notice that both of them are even numbers, and we can divide them by 2 to simplify. So that's 12/8. Still even numbers, we can simplify more than that. So we divide by 2, so it's 6/4. Same, 3 over 2. Okay, and I know that we can divide by 8 from the beginning, but we are working step by step. Now, I want you to give this question a go and tell me your answer in the comments, or see the next video to make sure that your answer is correct. Okay, so hopefully you had a chance to give this question a go. 2 over 9 divided by 1 over 3. We'll use the KCF method. KCF. So keep 2 over 9, change the division into multiplication, and flip 1 over 3 to 3 over 1. And then we multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator, 9 by the denominator. 2 times 3 is 6. 9 times 1 is 9. Great. So if the question asks you to simplify, then you need to simplify. 6 and 9 are both divisible by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2, and 9 divided by 3 is 3. And 2 over 3, that's the answer. Hopefully you get the same answer. If you didn't and you have a problem, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching.